Listen up, guys. On top of G Fuel becoming devil hunters via the new Chainsaw Man energy formula, they've also become rogue ninjas. There's a Akatsuki flavored energy formula that you can purchase using my affiliate link and discount code down in the pinned comment and the description box. This is not a sponsorship though. If you do purchase something, use my link and discount code, I do get a small kickback, and I am an avid user of G Fuel. I'll usually mix it in with non-stimulant pre-workout, since G Fuel does have just enough caffeine to get you going for a day, usually around 150 milligrams per serving. And these are two of the tastiest flavors that they've come out with, which is saying a lot because I love their Duke Nukem flavor that they had a few months back. However, you'll also be able to get some really cool anime themed merchandise, as well as energy tubs and different energy formulas of different anime to choose from. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Mobile Suit Gundam, Attack on Titan, and so many other series are available on the website. And best of all, unlike a lot of other energy formulas and drinks that are out there, there is zero crash because there's zero sugar in this one. Two really huge selling points of why I personally support G Fuel. In typical anime fashion, I am going to need you guys to send me your energy by clicking the affiliate link in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can buy whatever anime themed product you want. It doesn't have to be Naruto, it can be whatever anime strikes your fancy. And when you do so, make sure to use my promo code KAGE to get yourself a discount. I want you to imagine standing in the eyes of a god who doesn't feel love, only instinct. A god who doesn't hate, who doesn't fear, but instead only wonders what it means to care, what it means to have the answer to everything. Now imagine this god just noticed her, Sarada Uchiha, the girl who awoke the power through raw, unbearable clarity of love. The same love that Jura, the strongest being in the world, calls a weakness. But now he's curious. And curiosity, when it comes to a creature like Jura, it is a prophecy for disaster. This is how love becomes terror. Join me in today's newest Naruto Explained video, where we're going to take a deep dive into why Jura taking interest in Sarada briefly in this new chapter was not done by mistake. We'll explore their contrasting natures, philosophical underpinnings of their conflict, and how this development echoes and evolves the themes introduced in the original Naruto series, while also setting up overlaps with Boruto, Sarada, and Kawaki, since each of them represents a different aspect of the emotion called love, which happens to be the theme of the current arc. Also, if you haven't seen the chapter review yet, that is up on the channel right now, and I'll leave it in the end credits to this video. We got the review up a couple days after the official release due to not having raw scans until the day of release. Also, if you're in the Fire Force, don't forget to check out my How Strong is Benimaru video for my Anime Explained channel. Both of those will be in the end credits of this video, as well as in the description box. Now, to understand this, we have to first look at who Jura is. So Jura is not just the most powerful character in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. He is the coldest. He is an alien. He is the most terrifying character. Born directly from the Ten Tails, unlike the other Shinju who are shaped by human chakra memory, Jura is a being of pure instinct. No ego, no desire, no love, and yet he learns, he evolves, he watches. And when he sees something that doesn't make sense, something that doesn't belong in his neat understanding of power and how the world operates, he takes interest. He adds it to his list, as Ikimoto just revealed to us as a part of that 9th anniversary Q&A that he did. That book that he carries around, it is a list of things he is interested in that have intrigued him from being in this world. When you're on that list, you're no longer just a person, you're prey. You are the next chapter of his evolution. You are, for all intents and purposes, nourishment that he's going to use to evolve. This is why Sarada standing out is so big. So during that battlefield clash between Boruto versus Jura, right before that happened, there's a moment that you might have missed. Sarada was unconscious, broken, exhausted, and yet Jura stared at her, not with rage, not with concern, but instead he was like a scientist watching a new species breathe. Why? It's because Sarada represents something alien to Jura, that love can breed strength, not obsession like with the other Shinju clones, not instinct like Jura himself, but self-possessed, willful evolution of love. Sarada unlocked her Mangekyo Sharingan, not through grief, but through the acceptance of her love for Boruto. That is what she used to reawaken it. She didn't sacrifice her dream of becoming Hokage. She let her love power it. To Jura, that makes her an anomaly. And anomalies are what change gods. Anomalies are what gods don't like, because anomalies can lead to the destruction of gods. And for all intents and purposes, Jura is a god on this planet. Jura's curiosity and why it's so dangerous is the next thing we have to look at. So Jura does not understand love. To him, it's like fire to a caveman. It is beautiful. It is dangerous. It is powerful. It is unknown. That is why he studies humans. That is why he spares just enough of them like Shikadai in order to observe them. The other Shinju, made from human chakra, they act out of obsessive patterns of affection, attachment, jealousy, fixation. As Ikimoto said in that same Q&A I referenced earlier, all their targets are a deep reflection of what's inside of the person they're made from. So for Sasuke, that would be his fascination with trying to understand Sarada, because Sasuke knew, hey, Sarada's the key to stopping all this. Moegi because she secretly loves Konohamaru, and etc, etc. But for Jura, when you look at his character in so many ways is written like a monk who is trying to reach enlightenment in Buddhism. By understanding love, Jura may learn how to manipulate it, how to absorb it, how to twist it, and then how to eradicate it. And now Sarada, she's become a most potent case study on the battlefield. She became stronger because of love. She represents something that Jura cannot truly allow to exist without understanding, a paradox. And paradoxes are where gods see things evolve into monsters that can take them down. That's why he is questioning Boruto directly. Hey fam, what is this love thing? I need answers to this. This is where we now have to move into the trio that I'm now going to start dubbing the love triad. Boruto, Sarada, and Kawaki. This, in my opinion, is setting the stage for a emotional ultimate collusion that we're gonna have here. A collaboration, if you will. Boruto, Sarada, and Kawaki. All three of them are tied together by different forms of love. Boruto is driven by a deep desire to reclaim the love that was stolen from him when Omnipotence rewrote the world. His connections vanished. His love became a memory, and a memory became pain. He knows, I'm really Naruto's son. The world believes he's a traitor. The world believes he killed his parents. And worst of all, they don't even know that those are his parents. Sarada is love embodied. She loves the village. She loves Boruto. She loves herself enough to believe her feelings now won't diminish her dream to become Hokage. Instead, she knows they will amplify it. Kawaki is the deep dark mirror. His love for Naruto, it is obsessive. It is almost sacrificial. He would break the world to protect it. He would give his own life to protect it. Even if that love turns him into something unrecognizable, which it has to an extent. Together, they all represent three angles to form the same sacred triangle. And guess who stands at the center of this right now? Jura, the being obsessed with finding out what love is. The monster who could potentially test whether or not their love is strength or just another form of weakness that is waiting to be broken. These three, when you really get down into the weeds of it, they're playing a role with Jura that makes more sense when you look at the original target of Jura, which is Naruto Uzumaki. Jura hunted down Naruto, the person he believed who had the Nine Tails, but these characters, they each have a deep connection to Naruto. Boruto had the familial love bond for Naruto since Naruto was his father. Sarada has the ideal love for Naruto since he was her idol and the man she often wished by her own words would have been her father. Kawaki has a pure but obsessive and dark love for Naruto since he was the first person to show him what the love of a parent could feel like. This makes them a perfect trio. Again, a triangle with Jura at the center. They are steeped in some aspect of Naruto's ideology that makes them worthy enough to take on Jura. Sarada with the Ohirume Jutsu and a second Mangekyo Sharingan power that's been undisclosed. Kawaki with the Kokugan. Boruto with the various jutsu he's learned via Kashin Koji's training. Three characters with strong personalities and at times opposing wills, coming together united against a extinction level threat. This gets even deeper when you get into the Buddhist symbolism of love itself. There's spiritual depth here that the narrative shines a light on. In Buddhist philosophy, there are multiple kinds of love. Metta is loving kindness. Karuna is compassion. Tana is craving or attachment. Moha is delusion. Sarada's love, it is metta. It is selfless. It is forward-facing. It is harmony and duty. Boruto's love, it dances between Karuna and Tana. compassion for others, and the ache of loss. Kawaki's love, it is slipping into moha, a delusion, a burning fixation that distorts his path. Jura is that void that exists between them. He embodies Sonuda, which is emptiness, the absence of emotional understanding. But when emptiness meets love, these teachings, they say something miraculous or catastrophic can be born. The Buddha taught that desire leads to suffering, but the path of enlightenment, it must pass through it, not around it. And that's what Jura's arc may become. The being who transcends instinct by embracing, dissecting, and perhaps mimicking love in order to destroy it. This is no longer a story about power. This is not your typical meathead battle shonen story. It is a story about what survives when gods fall. Jura will return. And when he does, don't be surprised if it isn't Boruto who he takes a great interest in. It might be Sarada, the girl who awakened that divine eye through acceptance, the girl who didn't abandon love to become strong, but instead she used it. She is a key for Jura to understanding. She also is a potential weak spot for him to take down Boruto. Her, Sarada, and Kawaki, they might be, to varying degrees, keys needed to take down Jura and start the transcending cycle of going past obsession and destruction and move into the next phase of the story. And that is why, in so many ways, Sarada is beginning to plant her flag down as having a bigger role in the story. The question will be asked when Jura looks into the eyes of the three people, each who have a special eye, will they have the strength to look back at him and stand up to him and eventually take him down? Obviously, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, clicking here on the left to check out the new chapter review, click here up top, check out my One Piece channel, or click here on the right to check out my Anime Explained channel.